India won the Champions Trophy 2025. There's nothing to say about it. India's obviously going to win this entire thing. India has been one of the best ODI teams for a while now. Honestly, I don't think they've literally been the best. There's nothing to say. I mean, sure, they're choking in a major ODI. That's just something that they do. But every single time, they're winning. They're winning an ODI. I don't think I've seen India lose that many ODIs. That's not in a semifinal or a final. Like they're almost always winning. Why they were like kind of in a bad position earlier this year, but that doesn't even matter that much. I'm gonna be honest. India can do no wrong. India's one of the best teams right now. Even if their players didn't perform particularly well themselves, the teamwork that they've done has been amazing. They did like kind of struggle a little bit, but that's just because they're playing on a Dubai pitch, which is like relatively slow compared to the other Pakistani pitches that are pretty easy to hit on. And they were also able to control themselves, which is something that most teams did not do this tournament, and something that India struggled with for a lot of the latter half of last year and some parts of this year too. They did not control themselves. They tried to either step out too much with the bat. They tried to maybe overspin the ball, try to overdo something. They played regular cricket, and that's how they won the tournament. I think India's just a really, really great team right now. There's no beating them. They're just too good of a team. Even though their fielding wasn't particularly great, they still won just thanks to their batting and bowling alone. Dude, who was not expecting India to win is the question. Rohit did well. I mean, it's all team contribution as well. Varun Chakravarti 9 wickets. Harshit Rana took like 4 as well. I think who else? Shami took 9. Everyone. Kuldeep took like 7. Everyone contributed. No matter like where they were batting, and I think maybe the only harsh thing that I would say is that Gambhir did mess up the batting lineup from the ODI World Cup 2023, but I think this one is slightly better because you have Akshar at 5, KL Rahul as a finisher. He's beginning to fit into that Dhoni role, which is amazing. I love KL Rahul in that Dhoni role. I think he's definitely modeled himself to bat like Dhoni. It looks really nice to watch. So India win the Champions Trophy. And no one else had a chance, let's be honest. This was not a full-strength squad for any team. Afghanistan lost Allah Ghazanfar, Australia lost their pace trio and Matt Short, and Mitch Marsh, and Marcus Stoinis retired after being selected. Bangladesh didn't really lose anyone in particular, but they did lose Shakib Al Hasan. England lost Jacob Bethel, I believe, and they also lost Bryden Cars. India lost Jasprit Bumrah specifically, and they lost Yashasvi Jaiswal. And I think Varun Chakravarti was not going to play, but he did end up. New Zealand lost their Lockie Ferguson and Trent Bolt, who rejected his contract, and then they lost Ben Sears. Pakistan lost Saim Ayub and Fakhar Zaman, and South Africa lost. I think this was a full-strength South Africa squad for the most part, because even if Eric Nortje withdraws, it's still a pretty good squad. But I was expecting South Africa to win, honestly. Either it was South Africa or India. I didn't think that South Africa. I thought that South Africa would definitely make it past their semis, but they didn't. There's really nothing like to say about this win. It's just been a regular ICC tournament, if we're going to be honest. It's not. I mean, like regular as in regular for a Champions Trophy, because Champions Trophies are always weird, honestly. Pakistan was supposed to host this, but then it's shifted to Dubai because of safety concerns. Yeah, so India is not playing in Pakistan ever again, I'm pretty sure. There's nothing really to say about this win. There's nothing really that irregular with this. I think England just really struggled. That's it. There's been a little bit of rain. Matt Henry, this wasn't a full strength New Zealand squad, New Zealand playing 11 versus India in the final as well because they missed Matt Henry. And Rachid Ravindra, won player of the tournament. 5 ODI hundreds, and all of them are in ICC tournaments. He had 200s, averaged 66 this year, insane stuff, and struck at 106, insane stuff. Other than that, there's not been much. Let's be honest, there's not been much with this entire ICC tournament. England struggled because they have a transition phase squad. India winning this much while being in a transition phase is kind of wild to me as well. Because they're kind of deep into their transition phase right now. They're bringing in youngsters. They're trying to bring in Yashasvi Jaiswal. But then they're also bringing in newer players like Varun Chakravarti. It's weird. Varun Chakravarti is a very good player, by the way. I'm not criticizing Varun Chakravarti or anything. He's a late bloomer. I don't think there's anything wrong with late bloomers. I think it's just stupid to let them in the squad, but whatever. It's been a regular ICC tournament. One of the most regular ones. And India wins the white jacket. And this has been a quality team for India. And honestly, we just have to look forward to whatever the next mission is to win this game. They were in a bad position in tests and kind of in ODIs before this tournament. So I think they've definitely tried to make themselves look better. And they have definitely done that. Yeah, nothing much to say. Virat and Rohit are not retiring. I don't think Kane Williamson or Jadeja or anyone else has announced any retirement other than I think Steve Smith is the only retirement that we found so far this during this tournament. So next up for India, there is the tests versus England in England. And next up for New Zealand. What's next up for cricket? Pakistan T20s, I believe. And next up for South Africa, I think it's the Australia T20s, right? Or no. World Test Championship Final. Let's watch out for that. That's going to be a great one. I think my money's on Australia, definitely. But South Africa can definitely win this. I'm supporting South Africa, not Australia. So be sure to watch that. Last 5 matches in the World Test between Australia and South Africa tests, a draw, and then Australia, South Africa. So it has been a pretty great test match. So it has been a pretty great rivalry between them, but I think Australia is definitely winning this one. So watch that. New Zealand did really well. Kudos to them. They're definitely the second best team this tournament. Rachid Ravindra definitely did some huge carrying for them. 3 wickets and 273 runs. He's doing insane in cricket. Just in cricket in general, he's doing insane. Maybe he just needs to get that T20 stuff up. You know what? Rachid Ravindra will always play well for New Zealand, but never for CSK. I hate that so much, dude. Just play well for CSK. Come on. We need you. Nothing else really. This was a pretty good ICC tournament. Fun to watch. Pakistan absolutely get the hell smacked out of them. Even though I was backing them to qualify for the semis, I'm not gonna lie. This was a pretty good full strength team before Saim Ayub got injured, and Fakhar Zaman got injured. So I thought this would have been a pretty good team, but unfortunately it's not. That's kind of bad for Pakistan. But anyway, it has been a great ICC tournament, no matter what. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.